Thoroughbred Action is presented by Hardacre Farm.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome to another exciting edition of Thoroughbred Action from Gulfstream Park West. We kicked off another 5-day week of racing here in Miami Gardens with an 8-race card on a picture-perfect Wednesday afternoon. For now, let's get you caught up on the track and weather conditions. We start the afternoon with a fast main track and a firm turf course. Temperatures in the low 80s here this afternoon with cloudy skies. First race of the day on the main track at 1 mile. Claimers in for a price tag of $6,250. A field of 7 went postward. The betting choice, number 2, Toes Gray Cat.
And they're off. Totally Evil sent from the inside, so is Tis Time Is Now. Tis Time Is Now is hustled in between runners, but Mr. Steepa with the head in front. Mr. Steepa on the outside of a very hard-ridden Tis Time Is Now, and Tis Time Is Now gets the lead. Mr. Steepa back to second, another 3 lengths back to Totally Evil, who will settle in third. Sir Sparky's on the outside of Wildcat Kitten as they share 4th and 5th. It's another 6 back to Toes Great Cat, and Battleback John is the trailer. They are strung out down the back stretch, and it's Tis Time Is Now with the lead. Tis Time Is Now up by 1.5 lengths. Moving up on the outside is Mr. Steepa in the second spot. Still a gap of about 6 back to Totally Evil, who's in third as they start to get a bit closer to those leaders. Sir Sparky's coming up from 4th. Wildcat Kitten in behind that. Still far back to the trailers. Toes Great Cat and Battleback John into the far turn. Tis Time Is Now is now going to get some pressure from Mr. Steepa, and Mr. Steepa coming up outside of Tis Time Is Now. They've still got about 4 on Totally Evil and Sir Sparky, who are running on from 3rd and 4th. As they approach the quarter-mile pole, Mr. Steepa is now trying to put away Tis Time Is Now. Sir Sparky, Totally Evil have been off the pace. Wildcat Kitten has some run from 5th. Toes Great Cat has come from far back. Mr. Steepa's got the lead. Tis Time Is Now back to second. Totally Evil trying to run on outside of Sir Sparky. And also coming on is Wildcat Kitten. Wildcat Kitten is coming down the outside trying to mow them all down. Toes Great Cat from way back, but it looks like Wildcat Kitten's got the momentum. Mr. Steepa back to second. Wildcat Kitten to win. Mr. Steepa finished second. Totally Evil finished third. Toes Great Cat ran on for 4th in 1:39 and 2.
Number 4, Wildcat Kitten sat behind me and battled early pace setters and kicked by to win it under jockey Manny Aguilar for trainer Gary Jackson and owners Gary Jackson and M&G Stable. Number 7, Mr. Steepa did call the heavy lifting, but ended up second ahead of 1 Totally Evil, who finished third. To the second race we go, the start of the 50-cent early pick 4 at 6 furlongs. These are maidens, the special weight variety. A field of 7 went to the gate. The betting choices were 2, Curlin's Image, and 3, Majestic Myara.
And they're off. Curlin's Image breaks well from the inside. So does Strath up on the outside. Quality Lady is right there in the red cap. And in between runners, Majestic Myara. 4 of them cross the track for the lead. Easier drops off the pace now in the 5th spot. Inside of that is Song Memory. And the trailer, Michelle Dioro, is about 15 lengths off those leaders. And it's Majestic Myara and Curlin's Image with 4 furlongs left to go with the lead. Quality Lady, good stalking trip, now up on the outside in 3rd. Strath has dropped off the pace a bit, now back and forth. Song Memory in behind that. Easier, second to last, and Michelle Dioro at the back of the pack. Majestic Myara now begins to put away Curlin's Image, but Quality Lady is traveling very well, and Quality Lady is coming up 3 wide. Will be calling for the lead with a quarter mile left to go. Strath running on with Song Memory, Easier, and Michelle Dioro still at the back. Quality Lady has confronted Majestic Myara. Quality Lady up by a nose. Majestic Myara not done yet. Curlin's Image trying to re-rally. Song Memory's out wide, but Quality Lady is now opening up a bit. Majestic Myara back to second. Less than a 16th to go. It's Quality Lady off the layoff. Quality Lady to win. Majestic Myara finished second. Song Memory outside of Curlin's Image for third. And Michelle Dioro ran on for 5th. Then 1:10 and 3.
Number 7, Quality Lady, had not been seen in over a year, but she comes back ready to fire under jockey Edgar Zayas for Vexo Racing Stable and trainer Phil Gleaves. Second, number 3, Majestic Myara. Third, number 4, Song Memory. Early double today, more than $66. Don't go anywhere. We'll take a brief time out. We'll be back with more great racing action from Gulfstream Park West right after this. Back now for the third race of the afternoon, the start of the 20-cent Rainbow Six. This race on turf at 7.5 furlongs. Claimers in for a price tag of $8,000. Field of 7, the betting favorite, number 3, Rah Rah.
And all set to kick off the Rainbow Six. And they're off. Cowboys Princess breaks well from in between runners. Ariel's Flyer up on the outside at the rail. Susie's Pride of Paris and Rah Rah right there, but it's going to be Cowboys Princess. Now up by 2. Susie's Pride of Paris takes the second spot tightly at the rail. Rah Rah in between runners in third. Going to be just a touch wide as Ariel's Flyer, who's now back in the 4th position. Sakar sits in 5th. Another 3 lengths back to Gigi's Miracle, and the trailer in a moment's notice as they go around that far first turn. It's Cowboys Princess now up by 3. Cowboys Princess traveling well on the front end as Rah Rah has moved up into the second spot. Susie's Pride of Paris in third. Sakar wants to get up closer as Ariel's Flyer is keeping that one hemmed in a bit. Still about 3 lengths back to Gigi's Miracle, and the trailer in a moment's notice. As they move towards the far turn, Cowboys Princess still showing the way. Cowboys Princess now only up by 1.5 lengths as Rah Rah is moving up into it very nicely from the second spot. Sakar is now getting a bit of room. Ariel's Flyer outside of that. Susie's Pride of Paris is dropping back. Late run coming from in a moment's notice. Gigi's Miracle, less than a quarter mile to go. Rah Rah has come up to Cowboys Princess, and Rah Rah has now taken the lead. Sakar is in the second spot outside of Cowboys Princess, who fights on. Ariel's Flyer running on late, also in a moment's notice. It's still Rah Rah. Cowboys Princess has re-rallied at the rail. Cowboys Princess now back in front. Rah Rah back to second, Sakar in third. It's Rah Rah, Cowboys Princess, Sakar, 3 horses. Photo finish. Photo between Cowboys Princess and Rah Rah. Looked like Sakar got third in 1:32.2.
Heck of a horse race in race number 3 today, and in the end, number 4, Cowboys Princess, with her nose down when it mattered. She battled back gamely to get the score under jockey Jorge Ruiz for trainer Bruno Tesore and Dexter Craigie Jr. Second, number 3, Rah Rah, and a heartbreaking loss from number 7, Sakar, who finished third. Fourth race of the afternoon, the start of the 50-cent Late Pick 5, 1 mile over the main track. Claimers in for a price tag of $6,250. A field of 8 went to the gate. The even money favorite, number 2, Primetime Tommy.
And they're off. Tell Me a Joke. Out to the front, Sugar Dandy up on the outside, going to try and cross over and drop down from the outside, and Sugar Dandy's going to do just that and get to the lead. Tell Me a Joke up on the outside in second. Got tight there for Hat Attack, who now tips off the rail. Now takes that second spot. Going to be a bit wide as Giannino, 4 wide around that first turn. The gray Primetime Tommy is in 5th. Outside of them is Hugueton and Peace Militant, and the trailer is Slicka as they move towards the backstretch. Sugar Dandy with the lead. Sugar Dandy 3/4 of a length as Giannino still goes wide, takes that second position. In between runners, Tell Me a Joke is in third. At the rail, Hat Attack in 4th. Peace Militants moving up outside of runners, now trying to move past some of those in mid-pack. Hugueton's in behind that. Primetime Tommy second to last, and the trailer Slicka as they've got less than a half mile to go. And it's Sugar Dandy still up front. Sugar Dandy now only a half-length lead as Giannino has run up into that second position. Peace Militant continues to progress from the 3rd spot. Tell Me a Joke trying to hang in there. Hat Attack has lost some ground. Hugueton, Primetime Tommy trying to run on, and the trailer is still Slicka. 1/4 mile left to go. Sugar Dandy still up front. Giannino hasn't gotten there yet. Peace Militant, Tell Me a Joke all running on. It's Sugar Dandy the one to catch. Sugar Dandy still up by 1.5 lengths. Giannino's been there all the way. Giannino still in second as Primetime Tommy is now gobbling up the ground, and here comes Primetime Tommy. Sugar Dandy on the inside, but Primetime Tommy's getting there with every stride. Sugar Dandy, Giannino's even finding some run. Primetime Tommy gonna get there. Primetime Tommy to win. Sugar Dandy finished second, Giannino third. Tell Me a Joke finished 4th, then Hat Attack 5th, then 1:40.1.
Number 2, Primetime Tommy grinds away on the outside and gets by for the score under jockey Marcos Meneses for trainer Ramon Morales and Ramon Morales stable. Number 8, Sugar Dandy ran well today to get second ahead of 4, Giannino at a big price for third. Don't go away, there's more great racing action from Gulfstream Park West right after this.
passion for horses and a commitment to breed champions is the foundation of Hardacre Farm. Founded in 1999 by Amy Tarrant, owner, breeder, and trainer, Hardacre Farm, now based in Ocala, continues its tradition of success. From the Breeders' Cup to Gulfstream Park, Hardacre Farm, from the breeding shed to the racetrack, in pursuit of producing the best.
We're back for the fifth race, the start of the 50-cent Elite Pick 4 on the turf at 7.5 furlongs. Claimers in for a $12,500 price tag. Scratch 4, Favorite Air, and 9, Maritime Pulpit. The betting favorite, the Course Specialist. Number 2, Starship Zorro.
And they're off to an even break. Chia Ghost breaks well, so does Starship Frontier, and it's going to be Starship Frontier, a nose in front, storming Inti to apply some pressure as those two head towards the first turn together. Dave Hote tightly at the rail in third. Also under a snug hold is Chia Ghost, who corners a bit wide, went about 4 wide there. Still in the 4th spot, Starship Zorro is now 5th, and the trailer, High Quality Prince. Starship Frontier got to the lead, didn't have to work too hard to get there. Chia Ghost now coming up outside of Storming Inti, who's back to 3rd. Dave Hote's in the 4th spot, 3 lengths back to Starship Zorro, and the trailer, High Quality Prince. So try and slow the pace down on the backstretch. We've got a duel up front. Starship Frontier now putting away Chia Ghost. Chia Ghost going to let that front runner move on a bit. Storming Inti has lost some ground, now about 3 lengths back into the 3rd spot. Dave Hote trying to get around that runner. Starship Zorro still second to last, and High Quality Prince continues to trail. Starship Frontier on the front end. Starship Frontier up by a length. Chia Ghost still in second. Storming Inti is being asked for the effort from 3rd. Dave Hote is going to be a bit wide as Starship Zorro now comes up outside of that runner. Starship Frontier with the lead. Here comes Starship Zorro with some momentum. In between runners, Dave Hote. Late run coming from High Quality Prince. Starship Frontier, a tenuous head lead as Starship Zorro is now rolling down the outside. Starship Frontier fighting back. Starship Zorro has now taken the lead. Dave Hote to second. Starship Zorro to win. Dave Hote finished second. Starship Frontier third. High Quality Prince for 4th and 1:31 and 1.
Number 2, Starship Zorro took a while to get in stride, but once he got in stride, it was all she rode as he powers to the victory under jockey Nick Juarez for trainer Safi Joseph Jr. and owner Safi Joseph Sr. Second, number 1, Dave Hote. Third, number 5, Starship Frontier. And 4th was the 8, High Quality Prince. The early pick 5 today worth $325.30 for just a 50-cent wager. On to race number 6. It's 5.5 furlongs. Maiden Claimers in for a $16,000 price tag. Scratch number 3, Geppetto's Boy. The odds-on favorite, number 1, All Hands Up.
And they're off. Astro Jack from the outside breaks well. So does Wise Warrior from in between runners. And at the rail, here comes All Hands Up. It's going to be All Hands Up, and now Pretty Nacho injecting a little bit more speed as well as those two. Now head down the backstretch. Wise Warrior back to 3rd. Astro Jack in 4th. Rosebud's Highs in the 5th spot. Miss Patty in 6th. And the trailer is Big Venezuelan. All Hands Up had to work for it, but All Hands Up has the lead. Pretty Nacho back to 2nd. Wise Warrior moving up from 3rd. Astro Jack in the orange colors. Going to be a bit wide, but is moving up from the 4th spot. As it's All Hands Up, the one to catch. Pretty Nacho still in section. Wise Warrior and Astro Jack. Rosebud's High running on Miss Patty. Big Venezuelan at the back. All Hands Up, the one to catch. Astro Jack is now coming out wide. Pretty Nacho carried that one just a bit wide as Wise Warrior is now moving up at the rail. All Hands Up continues to lead. Wise Warrior trying to get there on the inside. Got a little tight there for Wise Warrior. All Hands Up, Wise Warrior. Astro Jack up on the outside. Astro Jack, All Hands Up. Astro Jack gets up to win. Wise Warrior finished 2nd. All Hands Up finished 3rd. Miss Patty flew on late for 4th. Then Rosebud's High finished 5th. Then 1:06 and 4.
Number 7, Astro Jack had a troubled debut run. It wasn't an optimum setup for him today either as he swung wide off the top of the turn, but he wore down the pace setters to get the victory under jockey Pedro Monterrey Jr. for trainer Pedro Castillo and Doble Jack Investment. Number 6, Wise Warrior rode the rail to get 2nd ahead of 1, All Hands Up. He faded in the final 16th and held on for 3rd. We'll take a brief timeout. The Elite Daily Double from Gulfstream West comes your way right after this.
next January. 12 horses, $1 million buy-in for a $12 million purse. It is the world's richest race. It is the Pegasus World Cup.
We're back for the 7th race of the afternoon at a mile of the 16th. It was the Wednesday feature race. An allowance optional claimer. Price tag here was $16,000. Scratch number 6, Verger. The betting favorites included 4, V's Boy, and 5, Russian Greek.
And they're off. Russian Greek breaks well from the outside. Maybe a nose in front. V's Boy will settle back in second, but it's going to be Russian Greek to open up on the lead. Lane Luzzy controlling the pace. V's Boy sits in second. Moving up at the rail is Tagore in the third spot. Outside of that is Ender's Cat and the trailer, My Running Mate. As they move into the first turn, Russian Greek will show the way. It's Russian Greek up by 2. V's Boy content to stalk in second. Moving up on the inside is Tagore into that third spot. Ender's Cat is in behind that, and the trailer, My Running Mate. About 8 lengths to separate them all, as it's Russian Greek the one to catch. Russian Greek still up by 2. V's Boy's been right there in second. Tagore in third. Gap about 4. Back to Ender's Cat. My Running Mate is the trailer, and Russian Greek is the one to catch. Russian Greek still doing it nicely on the front end. V's Boy hasn't gotten closer yet. Tagore still in third. Ender's Cat in fourth. And My Running Mate continues to trail as they move into the far turn. Russian Greek still holds that margin, controlling the tempo up front, and it's Russian Greek the one to catch. V's Boy is now being asked the question, and V's Boy is trying to come up. 2 Russian Greek, 2 favorites have it to themselves right now. Tagore is running on with Ender's Cat. Russian Greek. V's Boy continues to try hard up on the outside. Russian Greek continues to lead. V's Boy running on from second. Tagore in third. Ender's Cat with some late run in the yellow cap, but Russian Greek with a furlong left to go. Doesn't look like Russian Greek's going to stop today. V's Boy's been trying hard, but still in second, but it's all Russian Greek to do it on the front end. Lane Luzzy. Russian Greek easily. V's Boy finished second. Ender's Cat finished third. Tagore finished fourth in 1:44 and 1.
Number 5, Russian Greek, takes the lead and never looks back in race number 7 under jockey Lane Luzzy for trainer Efren Loza Jr. and owners Mauricio and Jacobson. Number 4, V's Boy, chased the leader the entire way and ended up second ahead of 2, Ender's Cat. Was the best of the rest and finished third. 8th race of the afternoon, maiden claimers in at the 1 mile starting point. They're in for a price tag of $10,000. Scratch 8, 13, and 14. The off-time favorite, number 5, 2 Steps Forward.
And they're off. Victor Newman took a left turn. Rider did a good job to stay in the irons. 2 steps forward out to the front, 2 steps forward. Easily getting to that lead. St. Suave comes up on the outside in second. Telling Sis is in third. Now rushing up is Victor Newman. Tough start to the race for Victor Newman, but now Victor Newman is all the way up to challenge for that lead. Traffic Express is back in the 5th spot. El Globo's in behind that. Tocarone outside of that one. In behind them is It's My Valentino, followed by Kiddo, Cabildo second to last, and All the News is the trailer. Victor Newman is up by 3. Had to work very hard to get to that lead, but Victor Newman is in front, 2 steps forward. Gaffleon had no problem letting that pace setter go. 2 steps forward is now about 6 lengths clear of Traffic Express, who's moving up outside of St. Suave. Following that move comes It's My Valentino. Tocarone's in there. El Globo running on, telling Sis right there as well. Cabildo trying to make up some ground. All the News and Kiddo is the trailer. Victor Newman was hard pressed to get to that front, and here comes 2 steps forward, and 2 steps forward runs right by Victor Newman. Traffic Express is following that move. Also moving up is It's My Valentino, who's going to be stuck in behind Victor Newman, as it's 2 steps forward, the one to catch, and 2 steps forward is way out in front. It's My Valentino running on. Traffic Express trying to hang on to that second spot. El Globo, Cabildo, and All the News, but 2 steps forward has the lead. 2 steps forward is up by 3. Traffic Express in second. It's My Valentino, late run All the News, but 2 steps forward all the way to win. Traffic Express finished second. It's My Valentino third. All the News finished fourth. Tight for 5th between El Globo and Cabildo in 1:39 and 2.
Well, when Victor Newman didn't break, it completely changed the complexion of today's final race, and that was great news if you were a favorite player, as 2 Steps Forward gets the victory in race number 8 under jockey Tyler Gaffleone for trainer Mark Casse and owner Gary Barber. Second, number 1, Traffic Express ahead of 6, It's My Valentino, who finished third. Number 3, All the News completes the Super. Late pick 5 today, a form for result of $88.90 for a 50-cent return. And the Rainbow 6, plenty of winning wagers, 6 of 6, 151.12. Triggers a Thursday carryover of $6,294.72. Well, that wraps up the racing action for a Wednesday afternoon. Join us again on Thursday with a 1:15 starting time as we march forward to the 2016 Breeders' Cup World Thoroughbred Championships. With the Breeders' Cup format here at Gulfstream Park West, we'll have early start times of 12:35 on Friday afternoon, 12 noon on Saturday afternoon, and then we'll have a 12:35 starting time for the balance of the season on Sunday afternoon. We thank you for joining us. We hope you enjoyed your time with us. We hope to see you again soon. Good night from Gulfstream Park West.
Hit the hay. I've been working all day. Hit the hay. What do you say? Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Well, I'm tired. Let me tell you, Jack, I'm so tired. Oh, my aching back. Let's hit the hay.